good evening. Tonight I would like to share to you on how to apply Australian citizen, because once you are permanent here in Australia, you have all the rights to apply Australian citizen after 4 years of living here in Australia. And we just got our citizenship ceremony last week, and I took videos for that because I want to share to you on the actual citizenship ceremony. So if you're interested, please keep on watching. I would like to share to you on how to apply Australian citizen on yourself. You don't need any agent. All you need to do is to have an internet and a laptop, and everything will be online application. And after that, you will be scheduled for an interview and an exam by Australian government. And then if you pass the exam and the interview, then they will schedule you on your Australian citizenship ceremony, so that you will be a whole 100% Australian citizen. So please keep on watching and enjoy. See you. Love you. Now that you have your email account with you, let's start. Let's discuss first if you are eligible now to apply as Australian citizen. And please take note the right website, emi.homeaffairs.gov.au. That's the website you need to go when you want to check if you are eligible to apply. And now let's check the requirements to become an Australian citizen. You can apply Australian citizen if you are an eligible New Zealand citizen with these conditions below. Another criteria to look at is a residence requirement. If you are an Australian permanent resident and you have lived Australia for 4 years, then you are eligible to apply. So this is the one I'm talking about, the general residence requirement. At the time you apply, you must have been living in Australia on a valid visa for the past 4 years, a permanent resident or eligible New Zealand citizen for the last 12 months, away from Australia for no more than 12 months in total in the past 4 years, including no more than 90 days in total in the past 12 months. For children 16 or 17 years old, if meeting this requirement would cause significant hardship or disadvantage, you will need to provide proof. Children under 16 do not need to meet the general requirement but must be a permanent resident. The next requirement is a character requirement. You must be of good character if you are 18 years old or over. Another requirement is your knowledge of Australia. In this case, you will be given a citizenship interview and citizenship test, and you need to pass all those tests. For the citizenship interview, you need to demonstrate that you have a basic knowledge of English language. And then for the citizenship test, you need to score at least 75%. And then there are 5 questions on Australian values. You need to answer 5 questions on Australian values correctly. If not, you will fail the test. Now let's summarize the basic requirements to become an Australian citizen. First, you live in Australia for 4 years. Second, you are away in Australia not more than 12 months for the past 4 years, not more than 90 days in the past 12 months. Third, you have a good character. Fourth, you must pass the Australian citizenship interview and exam. Fifth, you must attend Australian citizenship ceremony. Now, here is how to lodge your Australian citizenship application. So we need to go to EMI account. This is the online EMI account. And you need to log in here. You need to type the username and then the password, and then click the login at the right side, and then click never or not now, and then click continue. Here it is. This is our IMI account. Then click new application, this one, and then choose citizenship and citizenship by Conferral, and then you will be directed to the terms and conditions. Then check this box and click next. So you will be directed to Australian Citizenship application form, and please check this form. This is my Australian Citizenship form, and check the questions and be familiar with it. Anyway, it's pretty straightforward. It's just all about yourself. Please have a look and be familiar of the questions that are asked in the citizenship application form. So you'll be asked your current location, your special circumstance, then applicant details. And these are the data that you need to provide: your family name, given name, sex, date of birth, and your name change if you change your name and the reason why you change your name, and then your passport details. So these are the questions for your passport details. You need to provide this information. Other basic questions include national identity card if you have, then other passport and document details if any, place of birth, your occupation, in your visa, citizenship details if you have any citizenship in other countries, Chinese commercial code if any, Australian licenses if you have any, then applicant details. Yeah, this is to confirm of your identity, your passport details, and residential address, your present address, and your previous addresses too. If you lived anywhere in Australia, you need to put those. Then your contact telephone numbers, your postal address, your email address, electronic communication if you want emails or text, an authorized person if you are authorizing someone to do your application, and the details of your children, details of your parents, and then the parent details include their names, other names, place of birth, passport, citizenship details if any, and then the associated family like your siblings. So it's like you need to input your mother, father, your brothers and sisters each, and it has the same questions, so you need to input their details one by one with the same questions. And other questions involve these questions. Please read. And also this question, if you want someone to pledge with you, here you need to input the details of the person you want to wish to pledge together with you. And then the other questions about your permanent visa details. So you need to provide your permanent visa grant date. So you need to keep the visa grant, and then Australian visa details if you have other Australian visa before, and countries of residence. You need to provide those information. And here you give details of the country that you resided for the past 10 years, I think. So you need to input all those countries. And I wasn't able to reside for more than 90 days in those countries, so I don't need to provide a police certificate. And other questions involve proposed overseas travel if you're planning to travel abroad. And then the character declaration, so be honest to give your answers all the time. And here you need to input all your personal details in your IDs, identity documents. So I have input my driver's license, proof of age card, and then other evidence of birth certificate. I brought my birth certificate with me, marriage certificate details, and then my evidence of first arrival here in Australia. So my passport, they put an initial entry date. They put a stamp on my passport on our first arrival here in Australia. So you need to keep your passport and input the passport details of your first arrival, and then your present country of citizenship, your present passport details, and then the declaration. Of course, you agree on the declarations here. So need to read the declarations and take the agree. And then after that, these are the supporting documents that you need to prepare and attach at the end of the application form. And to summarize, the form that you need to attach are the Form 195. You need to fill out this form and let an authorized person will sign this. For example, a registered nurse can sign, and then your passport, your present passport, and the passport that you used in your initial entry, and then your photograph, passport size, and let it signed at the rear part. The one who signed in your Form 195 will sign your photo on the rear, and then birth certificate, your marriage certificate, and other supporting documents that you have declared on your citizenship application form. And when you click submit on your Australian citizenship application form, you will receive a letter from Department of Home Affairs like this, stating that they have received your Australian citizenship by Conferral application form. And after submitting your Australian citizenship application form, just wait 3 to 4 months to receive a letter of appointment for your Australian citizenship interview and test. So for me, I submitted my application 27th July 2020, and I received an appointment letter on the 13th of November. This is the appointment letter I received, and at this part here stated the address and the date of my citizenship interview and my exam. Now you should prepare yourself for your upcoming Australian citizenship test. Just download this Australian citizenship test booklet. Inside of this booklet is the testable items. You need to read this booklet in order for you to answer all the questions that will be given on the test. And these are the testable topics that are included in the Australian citizenship exam. And just make sure that in part 4, Australian values, you need to answer all questions correctly. There are 5 questions for the Australian values, I think, and you should need to answer correctly, otherwise you will fail. And another way of studying about Australian citizenship exam are the Australian citizenship apps. There are plenty of Australian citizenship apps. Some are free, some are not. This one here is free. You can open it, download it, and open it and try to take the tests. There are some practice tests here in this app, and the other app, this one here. So these are the apps that you can practice answering these questions. There are really plenty of questions here, and please note these Australian values. You need to answer all those questions about Australian values correctly, all of them. Otherwise, if you fail one question, you fail the test. The day of my Australian citizenship interview and exam has arrived. Here in Australian Government Department of Home Affairs office in Adelaide City. And my interview is counter 11. And there she is. She's done with her interview and exam. Hello guys, we are here at Pemberton Community Center because we will be having our citizenship certificate.
It kind of goes in there, sign it down the bottom, check the details up the top, and put it in the blue box on the table over there.
Blue box, yeah. So these are for the both of us. Yeah. Thank you so much. From this time forward, under God,
I pledge my loyalty to Australia and its people,
I pledge my loyalty to Australia and its people,
whose democratic beliefs I share,
whose democratic beliefs I share,
whose rights and liberties I respect,
whose rights and liberties I respect,
and whose laws I will uphold and obey.
and whose laws I will uphold and obey. Hi guys, thank you for watching our citizenship ceremony. Finally, we are citizen of Australia now. Thank you. Love you. Bye. See you later. Love you. That's it for tonight's video, everyone. I felt so very cold now because I am here on the seashore, breathing some fresh air and a little bit of walk after a long day. So I hope you enjoy watching this video and hope you gain a lot of knowledge on how to apply Australian citizenship on your own. and I promise to give you more videos, all the knowledge that I have, all the opportunities that you might get in order for you to live and work here in Australia, maybe temporarily and later on permanently if you cannot do it as a permanent resident. So make sure that you subscribe and follow me, and I will do everything to share what I can in order for you to come to Australia, live permanently and become an Australian citizen, because it is really very worth it for your money, time, all your sacrifices are worth it. When you come to Australia, you live and you work, or you want to study, whatever you want, as long as it's not against the law, okay? So I'll see you on my next videos, and I'm really so proud to be an Australian citizen now. So see you when I see you. I'll see you in Australia. Bye, love you.